giving you a job to say hold here, but I think.
Okay.
So that as I talk nonsense, they things are.
Right,
guys, can I test your ladder knowledge quickly? Let's assess. Can you please give me types of ladders?
Fall-up ladder, 8-foot ladder, 6-foot ladder, I-frame.
So guys, your answers are a bit good, but if we get to a professional site or standing with a professional individual, you are professional. But the problem is, we are as good as an individual that is saying a photo and a picture is the same thing. That becomes a problem. Are these the same? Remember guys, a photo is taken, then a picture is drawn. So now you guys will like give me everything you want. That becomes needed. So now, if you say A-frame, the answer is not bad. But now, we've got plenty of A-frame types of ladder. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Which one? So under A-frame, quickly, yet Msheq, yes, we do give this training as well, which is a good thing. Well, so that you'll be well focused and prepared. Yeah, you are welcome to, we never know, maybe the angle is not right. I might be there, then you understand. Right, okay, so let's talk of A-frames. Under A-frame, we've got a single step type of ladder. Right? Under A-frame, we've got a double-sided type of, but it's still A-frame. Under A-frame, then we've got a platform type of ladder. It's still A-frame. Then now it's transfiguring to an extended ladder. Then now that one is no longer A-frame. Are we together? So when we say types, you give me all these. Then the other difference will be now getting to an extended one. Then we've got self-leaning and non-leaning types of ladders. Then we separate the two as well. Can you see there is more information that you guys were not sure about? Then we start talking of material and application, where to apply. People think the one that is aluminium is good for you when you're working with electricals. That's an electrical conductor. You just eat too much if things are not done properly.
Wow.
Okay. But anyway, that's another story of another day. We don't want to offer you more packages before you pay for that. But it's something that you should be licensed or you should qualify onto. Am I speaking to someone?
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. Then it takes us here. Construction regulations. Okay. Construction regulation. Explanation. All right. Written risk assessments must be performed by a competent person before construction work begins. That's your fall protection plan. Risk assessments must be reviewed and updated when conditions change or new risks arise. So yes, we can appreciate the fall protection plan. We are not saying people are not going to fall. We do appreciate, but if that happens, we need to review. If equipment changes, we need to update. If the site changes, we need again to update. Are we together there, team? Fall protection plan must include risk assessment, procedure, medical fitness, training, and rescue procedures. Okay, this is what we spoke about. You remember we covered this online. Then it takes us here. Suitable housekeeping must be implemented, including catch platforms or nets where required. So sometimes our approach is according to good fall protection plans. We can say, okay, this is the age, let's have catch nets. Yes, an individual goes, the net catches that individual quickly. Then we call you the fish of the day at work, but actually you are saying, are we in an agreement? Right, then it takes us here, height-specific hazards and risks. What are the height-specific hazards and risks? A risk assessment identifies hazards, evaluates risk, considers existing controls, and determines further controls before work begins. The height itself is the most obvious hazard when working at height. Additional hazards may include physical, mechanical, and electrical, economic, physical, and behavioral hazards. Controls must be selected according to effectiveness and convenience. Are we still in agreement? All right. Physical hazards. The physical hazards. Uneven surfaces, wet surfaces, oil surfaces, hot surfaces, slippery surfaces, obstructions, unsafe anchorages, noise, lightning, extreme temperatures, poor ventilation and illumination. All right? These are physical hazards that need to take us. Oh, you want to say, okay, we do have some in our POEs. I think as you open to page, okay, I'm not good in pages now. I don't want to rush you there, but try to find out. What page is this? 18. 4 for 18, right? Okay, you come out right. Mechanical and electrical hazards, lifting equipment and electric hand tools. Economic hazards, manual handling, repetitive movement, poor design and outdated design and restricted space. Physiological and behavioral hazards, shift work, peer pressure, stress, alcohol, drug abuse, unsafe acts and omissions. This is quite a problem when it comes to working at height. Some sites, they don't have breathalyzers as we speak today. Right, hierarchy of controls. At all times, we always want to eliminate. We can try to eliminate, there should be a substitution. When we've tried to substitute engineering controls, it's not all the time when we work at heights we must climb on something. Sometimes if we know we're doing maintenance on the ground, though we can remove a bulb, it means what? You can use an extended telescopic pole with the bulb sack to remove the bulb whilst I'm standing on the ground. There's a sense of elimination, substitution. But if we can't, then we put engineering controls whereby you gear up into your fall protection equipment, get a ladder that is secured on a separate lifeline, connect your hooks onto that lifeline, then attach the bulb. Am I still speaking to someone? Right. Then administrative controls are the individuals trained. Do they understand how to use the equipment? Do they understand what we talk of? Then we've got the PPE, personal protective equipment. That would be the last thing we can ever provide to gear you to be prepared to do the work. Does this make sense in you? Yes. Right. Guys, I see some of you are doing a bit of catching fish. Don't worry, my examinations are coming. Remember, you've got 3 serious books here. All right. Okay, it's not a threat, but let's just stay focused. I'll give you a chance to do a body break quickly, then we see how it goes. Right, can I? Height-specific controls. Elimination, termination, and avoidance. Bring the work down to the ground level whenever possible. Substitution. Replace the hazards, objects, access methods, and work methods with a safer alternative. All right. Engineering controls. Guardrails, barriers, certified anchorage, lifelines. Administrative controls, training, risk assessments, permits, supervision, and safe procedures. PPE, last level of control. Higher level controls cannot fully remove the full risk. All right. Then we've got the purpose of an anchor point. Remember, we spoke of the anchor points. How many types do we have? We've got 2. Thank you so much. Right? It says provides a fixed load-bearing connection point for the fall arrest system. Withstands the dynamic forces generated when a falling worker is arrested. Helps ensure the worker does not fall beyond calculated fall clearance distance. Should be highest practical point of attachment to minimize fall factor and fall distance. Must also support a rescue where additional equipment and rigging may be attached. Okay, let's talk of a fall factor. What is a fall factor in your own understanding, gentlemen? Can I give you a definition quickly? So I'm not saying a fall factor as in number. I'm talking of a falling factor, the FALL factor. What is it? It is a method or a methodology that has been put in place to do what? To calculate or to determine how seriousness a fall can be. I'll backtrack again. I said what? I said a fall factor or a falling factor. It is a method or a methodology that has been put in place to calculate or to determine how seriousness a fall can be. This is what we refer to.
Specifically to that situation.
Yes.
Where, death, broken bones, possible. Yeah.
Right. So we are simply saying, gentlemen, what are the consequences after you've fallen, and where exactly were you connected onto? What are the repercussions? Let's have a look onto the screen, to the board. So this is John. That is John, right? John is working at heights. So at all times, when we work at heights, we always want to have a benefited connection. So our double shock absorber and the hooks must be above the hard end, which is 4-factor 0. We want to always connect as high as possible, even when we are stationary at heights. The advantage there is means, Olani, if you slip and slide, you go down 0 meters before the actual shock absorber can arrest your fall, which means the shock load is pronounced less. Thank you so much. Are we in an agreement? But sometimes now, we can climb all the way to the top. We no longer have the benefit to connect with onto 4 factors.
Yeah.
Right?
You pause that.
I've passed anyway to connect because it's a normal structure. There's no more development after that. Your second choice, at least shoulder height to your waist. From there, shoulder height to your waist. You see that? Then this becomes 4-factor 1. Which means if John takes a fall, at least he must go 1 meter down before the shock absorber can arrest his fall. Which means it's another good connection, it's a better connection. So these two are good. Then your Mambara or Maraba start connection. You see,
on the ground.
so now, the good part, thank you so much for showing interest in enjoying. So the good part now, the next one. I think now as you drive, if you see certain sites, you can tell there's no equipment coordination, there's no good frame. Why? Because now you find individuals, they are not connecting on their hips, they are not connected on their knees, they are connected on their feet. That's a no-go area there. Okay, that's now 4-factor. I know the builders, when they go up, they no longer have advantages, so they are somewhere on 4-factor 2. It just means you're supposed to have horizontal lifelines from there to there as you are working. That's what it means in a professional manner. Timber. I know it's not your fault, sometimes we are not informed.
4-factor Mambara.
4-factor Mambara. This one you must do 2 meters. Then later on, the shock absorber will do it. Or arrest your fall. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. Right. So how do we
So please stop that.
make sure that in future we don't forget? How do we make sure, if you want to make yourself, quickly update yourself to this issue, falling factor? Your hard date, it's like a 0. So the moment your hooks pass the hard date, you must know that's 4 factors.
Yeah.
The moment your hooks are here on your waist, you see as we go to the practicals, if your hooks are here, shoulder height and waist, this part of your body is like a 1. So this is 4-factor 1. Then here, you've got 2 feet.
But sometimes people, they do the FF0, but when they climb up with the ladder, they hook it on the ladder. If you and the ladder goes down,
That doesn't help a lot.
Yes, so sometimes it might be the right information, but on the other end, no one implying to understand what was supposed to be done correctly. Can you see what I mean? In that instance, on the ladder, they were supposed to install a permanent vertical lifeline or a temporary vertical lifeline. So that as I climb on, getting to a target area, if the ladder goes another way around, then I stay hanging on a fall arrest system. So what you call cheap at a later stage can be very expensive because they don't want to buy the vertical lifelines. Yes, sir.
Can you hook it on the scaffolding?
Yes, we do hook on the scaffolding because our calculations are based on scaffold calculations.
Okay.
That's why we say when you're on a scaffolding, you must be kitted up.
As long as the scaffolding is stable.
It's stable, and the calculation.
and then the wires above your chest.
Yes. Are we still together? Because we don't want you to fall over. Though you've got those guardrails. That's why we say on the scaffolding you must have your fall arrest equipment. But that's also a good question.
And the scaffolding must be inspected.
The scaffolding before you climb, you've got the right to ask about the inspection. And then you are also supposed to ask the qualifications of the erectors. The person who has erected, if it's a good company, it shouldn't be the same person who does the inspection. There should be another person who then does the inspection. And it must be green tagged. Hallelujah. Right, are we still together? Right? Makes sense?
The first person will say yes and set you up for failure.
Are we together? It's like me, I can't moderate also my own work after I've assessed it. It doesn't make sense. How do we keep quality? We transfer the next scenario. Are we in an agreement team?
Yes.
Does this make sense what we're covering? Is it enjoyable? Are you enjoying this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just worried because the questions are a bit lesser, not knowing am I doing it right. Okay, can I go on? Right. Where were we? Okay, yeah, so I was on the purpose of an anchor point. Provides a fixed loading bearing connection point for fall arrest systems. Withstand dynamic forces generated when a falling worker is arrested. Helps ensure the worker does not fall beyond the calculated fall clearance distance. Should be the highest practical point of attachment to minimize fall factor and fall arrest distance. Must also support rescue where additional equipment and rigging may be attached. So this anchor point, guys, you cannot go as far as to say, let me also softly identify on a bamboo stick or in a PVC pipe. Then you have exceeded your principles of identifying these self-identified anchor points. What happens on a bamboo stick? You come quicker to the ground. What happens on a PVC pipe? You also come to the ground quicker. All right. Okay. Without wasting time, plan self-identified anchor points. Remember, these are two different. Load requirements, an example. Minimum 12 kilonewtons by design, typically 22 kilonewtons in practice. Examples: installed certified eyeballs and purpose-built anchor planks. Right? Must be compatible of withstanding 22 kilonewtons. Examples: structural beams, solid concrete, columns, and identified by a competent person. So what happens normally, the good part of your engineered anchor points, the ones that we drill on the walls, those safe points. Normally what we do, yes, annually it must be inspected with the pull tester. The pull tester, we set it on 6 kilonewtons, which is 600 worth of kgs of full force. Not for more than 12 seconds. Otherwise, you're going to pull the whole brick out again. And then that's a problem with the boss. You must just stay up there. All right? So what we are saying is that annually it must be inspected. Normally, we've got an engraved plate that will state how many people can connect, the last date of inspection, the month, and the year. You are also required to ask for the current certificate of conformance of the pull testing that has been done there. Are we in an agreement? Don't just look at them and say they are safe to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whose responsibility is it?
Whose responsibility is that?
The building manager of that building itself.
Right. So what happens? The building on itself, they can contract a certain company to install due to certain issues who wants to be responsible. But let's backtrack quickly. Who's responsible for that? If there's first person who's responsible is you as the individual who's going to be working there. Yes. So you just ask where you are coordinated to work with. They must get then the information, either from the building management or from the actual, because when they are there, they actually know exactly who came and did what. How we together. We try as much as possible not to interchange hands from the previous installer. Like the ones I have installed, they are under my name, which means I have created employment for myself because every year I go and put tests inside. Sorry, I'm not bragging, but this is true. It's a good course also to have, gentlemen. We do also have that type of course here at Msheq.
Okay.
It's an engineer type of course. All right. It's good to have. Why? Certain engineered anchor points, they are good enough when you have put it yourself.
It's
Rather than-
better to walk away from that job if that stuff is not there.
Yeah.
We had this situation a while ago.
Guys-
We went to site,
Yeah.
I told the guys to step.
Yes.
You're not going.
It's
Up that
correct.
ladder. It was too high and there was no anchor points.
It's correct.
Yeah.
You don't work. That's the way it is. That's where also good training comes in place. Because I'm doing a job of $1.5 million, but you can't afford to invest 130,000 worth of an installation. Does that make sense?
No, this guy wanted
Okay.
us to adjust all the cameras. The cameras was swinging. What's that company? We spoke about it this morning. What's that company's name again?
Yeah.
Msheq.
Yeah, but let's not share the company.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying he knows what I'm talking about. And he wanted all the cameras to be adjusted.
Yes.
Not prepared to pay for a cherry pick or anything.
That's a
So
problem.
we stepped away from the job.
Yes. So, to be honest with you,
Cherry picker won't even register.
Yeah.
yeah. So normally,
Yeah, I was
so
registered.
what was supposed to be done? Okay, you did a good job. Number one, because you are going to answer a lot of things. As a supervisor, you are given jail time of 15 years, or you must pay 2 million. This one has been judged already. Yes, you did well.
Okay.
You were supposed to also ask about the fall protection plan of that document, of that site. If they couldn't produce, then it means also it was a zero interest. The thing was, how did the first people when they went to do the installation?
When they were building and they were installing that.
Right. So, or what
We
happened?
came after.
Yes. Or what happened?
We inherited the building.
Yes.
The client.
So what happened? There were guys on ropes normally, rope access who exceed scaffolding. So there are the guys who were dangling on the ropes putting them for you because they had access from the top of
From
the
the top or
structure.
something. Yeah. Well,
And maybe you guys were not qualifying to be on the ropes and do the work as well.
Nope, definitely
You see,
not.
that's why you couldn't get there. So, if you meet such, sometimes try to look for guys that have got rope access. But the problem is they might not now do the perfect job the way you know how to do the
Yeah.
realignment of the cameras.
Yeah.
That's where the issue is. So another thing, training keeps on revolving. It's also a good nature, if it comes, to have also your own robbers, so that we don't look as if we don't want to do it, but we also come prepared for everything. We rather add extra on the quotations, and we know that we are going to do the service. So even on the phone call for you guys, you should be asking a study. I think this procedure is going to be a home access implication as we go there. It's not going to be follow this for us.
Yeah, pick that up when we got this.
Yes, but it's a beautiful experience because now we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Even after this, we agree.
It helped me.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes, I'm so excited for you sharing this. Okay, can I go on, Tim? Any extras?
Another thing,
Yes.
just find the scenario that they are talking about.
Yes.
Both the companies, the service provider and the ones that pass the service to provider. No one goes according to what you just said, the rules and regulations. You see if you will go there, then go and find another shop.
No.
Or to see if you do that,
normally-
you don't want to wear.
No.
You don't want to wear.
Number one, call them politely. Ask them how would they do it if they were in your own shoes. Wait. How would they do it if they were in your own shoes? You listen if they are talking sense.
Communication to the client, don't worry.
Right? Remember, when we work at heights, we are guided by certain documents.
It's good.
You leave them talking, you agree. Don't show a disagreement with them. Then secondly, you say, okay, can I have a fall protection plan for me to follow to get to the target area? Then I sign it, you sign it off. If you now hear RE, it just means they don't want to agree with you there and there that you are right. They will just say, if you think you can go home, but tomorrow morning you say, what do you say? You know what, it wasn't making sense. You understand? So it's good also for your directors or for your managers to direct with the direction because they've been trained also on certain issues like this. Are we together there? You don't manage things that you haven't tested how it should, or direct things that you don't have direction about.
Giving the people other ideas when they go to work, they say, no, I don't want to work on
No, guys, don't get me wrong. Guys, all right. Look here, guys. Don't look stupid and unprofessional and give an excuse as if you don't want to do the job. Talk sense.
Yeah.
Give facts, align to what we are talking about as training. Tell them even the truth. We appreciate that you took us for training. It opened also our eyes. You know what? They might be harsh on you at that time, but they will settle in and accept as they sit. The only problem with what we're talking about is not a job. The problem is when a person has fallen. That's when now we want to put cosmetics onto everything. Yeah, no, he was in a harness. No, he was not in a harness. No, he was connected. No, this was not the same. Oh, no, the guy was drunk. No. We are now looking for a lot of things. No, there was no training. There's a lot of things. Are we together, guys? So safety is expensive. At the same time, it must be invested onto. There's no negotiations. It's like a ladder, climbing on a ladder. If you don't have a separate suitable anchor point to connect when you get there or as you are going there, it means what? It means you don't qualify there. You can't park there.
You can't park.
Are we in an agreement? Yes. That's why we stop work, we bring certain procedures in place. Then we work. If the cherry picker can't reach, we look, okay, should our guys, do they have rope access? No. So let's subcontract if we think they can do it properly. If it's dismantling, yes, they can go and dismantle and bring the equipment down. If not, so it means we are lagging as a company. Why don't we have the skills?
Okay.
Then we go and train, and we get our skills in place, we get our supervisors for that level, then we go and do it safely, then we come back, everyone puts bread on the table. Right.
But
Agreed.
But what if I send you to Zimbabwe to do a job? When you get there, it's not safe to do it because of this stories. And tomorrow you must be at Msheq to do one of the training.
Yeah, I stopped.
And you say no, you don't want to work or
Right.
you can't do the work.
I'm a registered assessor with a professional body for working at heights. I'll leave you with an affidavit on your own side. I'm stopping work because 1, 2, 3 is not there. If I have done it properly, I was supposed to go first and do a site survey before I came to your grounds. It means maybe me in between I did not do what I was supposed to do before I started working. I was supposed to go for a call out. Then before I accept the job, I was supposed to know how I was supposed to do
Before
it.
they send you there.
Before they
I was
send
not
my
supposed to
guys-
do
This guy already gone there and did that thing, but he never said that thing because he doesn't want
Walk
to
away.
Yeah, me, I didn't. I said, no, I can't.
Yes, so
Because I didn't have the height.
So the only thing, guys, like what we spoke about in the interest, it says what in the screen? It says, if you feel you doubt about the procedures, discuss about it and stop it immediately. We did learn about it. Yes.
You assess the hazard.
It doesn't matter if I was in Zim or in London or wherever I go. I will just stop it. Discuss about it, talk sense, fly off, go back where I should be. Or where I should be next. Because I can't miss the next schedule because someone was not organized. I will charge you again to come back. Remember, if you've got good principles of doing work ethics in safety, if you don't compromise, you put your cards together, you don't have problems. It's a problem when you try to do the Zama way. Oh, no, you're going to come here and put cameras, it's in Zim. Yes, I have been 20 years putting cameras. You find that when you get there, it's a lion. It's not an elephant.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Feed the lion.
It's going to be a problem.
Mm.
You don't take shortcuts in safety. Okay, another quick learning. Quick joke. When I was 21 years old, I went to a church camp, right? This church camp lasted for a week, Monday to Friday. Very unfortunate, when the Friday reached, we were told, oh no, Darryl, you are no longer going on that Friday as youth. We are now extending to Sunday. We live with the elders as well on the last day of the Sunday. Then my face changed. Then I'm like, what nonsense is this? Guess what? We went to the driver. He was very tall like Konani, the driver, I remember. I said, hey, can you take us to Harare? The guy said, I said, no man, we'll give you $50. The guy agreed. We gave him $50. But he said, but I got one problem. I can't drive on the highway, freeway. Because the $50 you have given me, I will shake the cops so much handshakes. I will say, how are you to everyone? And as I reach to Harare, the 50 is gone. We did understand him. The problem with the taxi, with the combi, it had one headlamp light. So at night it will look like a motorbike. Yes. So the cops were like, what kind of So the guy said, no, let's take a shortcut. Then, yes, that's why the F started. We then took a shortcut. The shortcut we took, it was a boom road, too much dust road. So you know, all the big guys in the taxis are the ones that would then sit at the back. So I was sitting with my ugly friend on the side. This ugly friend of mine, when you look at him, if you are cracking a joke, you enjoy twice. You enjoy the joke, and you enjoy also what he looks like. So now what happened in the taxi? My guy, don't laugh about the joke when the train is done.
Or the ugly guy.
So we do take shortcuts when it comes to working it right. We do not. So now as we journey, we are going. We're also having chicks that were saying no to us also in the same place. Right? We are playing music. You know what we call sleeping paralysis? Whereby you are sleeping, you feel like something is... yeah. Tina, someone we call it but you are sleeping but you feel like somebody's pushing you into the bed. We call it witchcraft. Yeah, that's bad. Sleeping paralysis. So that one we started having that sleeping paralysis. The problem now is the eyes were not closed. The eyes were open. Now you can't touch anyway. The text is just going like this. Me, I'm just looking at the dress like this. Oh, we started seeing hands coming inside the text. The hands started tickling us. We started laughing. Our lungs out. We can't hold those hands.
Or push it away.
Yeah, we can't. So my God, I was like, oh, I'm laughing to my death here. This is what they mean when they're saying you are laughing to your death. Later on, I just saw a huge finger. You see what we see in the cartoons? It's not a mistake when you see those fingers going like this. It's a story which had once happened. One finger just went to the driver's ear, just did. Same time it was head down, foot up, heads down, foot up. It was an accident. Those exciting hands, they stopped tickling. It was now collapsed. Now we can't hold also those. Then a huge man with a big stomach came to try to assist. He got his fair share. We just saw the hazards going also. We started getting rescued the following morning.
Sure.
And the ears are just, the nurse are like, do you want this Jackson? We did not hear what it was, so we got another fair share of unnecessary treatment. That was due to shortcut. If we were to finish what we were told, we were going to do it. Just like you. The way you start your working at high to work is the way you should end it. Yes, not in between now, I connect it, later on I disconnect. There's nothing like you can connect now and disconnect later, connect. You understand? The principles has to stay the same. Call a spade. Alright, that's the teaching behind.
Was your ugly friend alright?
The ugly friend, So he changed also the face. That's the only moment he looked handsome because of the claps. They rearranged him. But after a week, he went back to the normal setting. Are we together there?
Yes.
Right. So guys, allow me to joke, then we go back to serious issues again. Alright. Because, yes,
We can get wood.
where can you get water? Do me a favor. Yes, where is you are Stalia, do you know him?
My kitchen.
Alright. Okay, let me direct you. As you go out this door, turn left. In the passage, you turn right. There's a kitchen where you got your coffee.
So you got the girlfriend there.
The
You get what I
connection.
mean?
The connection.
Right. Okay, guys. Do you want a body break or must I continue?
Can you have a body break?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Quick smoke.
Yes. Let's do that one.
I
Then
can
you,
check my messages as well.
where's my phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you recording?
I wish one can connect me quickly, man. Guys. Who's got extra data? Not to say I'll finish. I just want to check and